You should be. And
I should be very grateful.
Fucking part 2, you piece of shit. Fucking part 2.
Look, if we're gonna open on anything, you should be grateful is the best thing to that, and you fucking piece of shit work.
Oh, I just grabbed my nuts.
You threw out your nuts? Is that what you said?
No, I just grabbed them, just for good measure, just to make sure they're still there.
Just to really put yourself in physical pain as well?
Just to make sure Google hasn't
so we
ripped
just
them
talked
from
about
us.
PT. Brett, you should play it somehow, and I think it's awesome. And
I watched some playthroughs of it, and I'm never playing that game.
those for real quick, those of us, whatever. Those joining in just now, Google Hangouts just is a pile of crap, and we couldn't get Brett in the call. Excuse me, so we just started another call. So if this is part 2, please refer to fart 1.
Part 1
below, or you can click right there. Right there! YouTube link! Okay.
Fuck it, I can't do it!
Tom and I about what we've been playing. Brett, what have you been playing?
I've been playing a lot this week. I got back into Tekken Tag Tournament 2, and I'm kind of shit at it, but I'm learning some new characters instead of just sticking to my usual 2 teams. And it's been pretty fun. I had to fix my arcade stick to make it work, but yeah, it's been pretty fun to experience some characters I kind of overlooked in the past, or just not really spent a lot of time with. I've been running Alyssa a lot lately. Same with been running Lily again a little bit more. She's pretty fun still, but yeah, that's been fun.
Run, Lily, run. I hope somebody got that listening.
I did not. But, I picked up F1 2013. Oh, 1 second. I've got people yelling at me. Get off the...
Your mom wants to tell us what else she's been playing.
No, that was my dad. And you don't want to see him right now. You don't want him on camera. Anyway, I've been playing F1 2013. It was on the Steam sale, like a flash sale yesterday. So it was like.
Oh yay! A racing game on the PC. What fucking fun!
It's not fun.
Exactly.
I will tell you, there's one good thing about F1 2013, and that is the Marina Bay circuit in Singapore. No, wait, is that Singapore?
That means so much.
Yeah, it is.
It's
It's basically a real-life Ridge Racer circuit, and it's fucking awesome. And the game looks good and everything, like, the cars look awesome and everything, but, it's a bitch and a half to play, and I feel like I wasted $16.
I'll tell you right now you did.
1 second. This idiot is trying to talk to me. No.
That's a surreal moment that I'd like to talk about while Brett is distracted.
Yeah.
I'm not distracted anymore.
I have a doctor's appointment next week that my phone just decided to remind me about, and apparently the autocorrect for my doctor's name changed it to stabbed. So apparently I'm going to get stabbed next week.
Doctor Stabbed.
Scheduled. It's going to be great.
Appointment. Interesting. All right.
Dr. Stabbed.
The look on Scotty's face right now is somewhere between like anger and just.
I'm trying to figure out what my computer does half the time while I compose myself and pretend to be a host. Brett, what else have you been playing that might be remotely interesting to us?
I played some Sonic Adventure last night, and
the first one.
Yeah, the first one.
DX?
Yeah, on Steam. And it was,
You went from awesome to disappointment, just like that.
Yeah.
All we see is your hat now, too.
So,
yeah, that's how
so
Sonic
Brett,
Adventure makes me feel.
maybe you can tell me about this then. So I played Sonic Adventure on Dreamcast and was having a blast.
Were you having a Sonic blast?
God damn it, Scotty.
A Sonic 3D blast?
Fuck you, Brett. And then I downloaded the DX version on Steam, and I must have run through the ground so many fucking times.
It's a bad
and died from glitching.
Huh.
Here's the thing about Sonic
really
Adventure
happened to me
DX
much.
on Steam, and this is something we brought up when they were talking about like making the improvements to the game. It's basically a a bad port of a port of a port. It's basically it's a port to the GameCube, which was then ported to the PC, which is then ported to the 360 and PS3, which is then ported back to the PC.
I didn't have too many problems with the 360 version.
I did, mainly the whole...
You don't have a 360.
Well, the PS3... Oh, Steam version's the PS3 and 360 version, basically.
Maybe,
and I hate that
okay.
purple grid background bullshit. I'm so glad they're getting rid of it.
Didn't play it on an HD TV ever, actually. That was... Yeah, but whatever.
Why is... Dad, seriously, stop. No, stop, seriously.
I'm podcasting with Sega Addicts.
We can't hear anything that's
professional shit, yo.
We can't hear anything going on in the background, so I don't think
This is professional shit talking about fictional hedgehogs. I will not have my integrity undermined. Oh, shut up. I cannot believe these people have guest starred on this podcast. I am so ashamed.
It was the finest moment.
we don't hear anything going on in the background, so
You really don't have to.
I should mention though, Scotty.
we don't need to do anything with that.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
I just met a coke named Maria.
Oh
Brett, I have a shirt that I think you'll like. I don't know if you saw it before.
my God! Somebody actually made that.
Yeah.
Have you played the ROM hack that's based off of?
No.
Oh, he gets fatter and fatter as he runs. As he collects rings.
Yeah. Like as he collects rings, and you
So
have to run and avoid rings. And it's like if you get too many rings, he dies of a heart attack.
Oh, I thought for a minute instead you were saying the goal is to get more rings, and he's like a Katamari.
No, I'm gonna send you a video of this after the show. It's pretty fantastic, actually.
I won't.
What else have you been playing, Brett?
Oh God, what else have I been playing? Oh, fucking hell, kill me. Retail life. That's about it.
Cool.
That explains the last little bit.
What? Oh, that's whatever. Alright, well, I guess that means that without further ado, we will get into
Slow-mo mode.
News. Talking about all kinds of sugar. I couldn't think of anything to say, so I just stopped actually singing. Or saying words. First up in the news, a couple weeks ago, we talked to the dudes who were making Elysian Shadows. That Kickstarter has passed $100,000, and let me check Kickstarter right now to see where it is.
All are doing.
It's all on us. Falco, you owe us.
They are up to, at the report, right now it's $103,080. They have 957 backers and 12 days to go. So, help them out, people. They need to get to $150,000.
I think
You owe me
are mine.
Give us those custom Dreamcasts.
Those are all done, I think. Let me check those tiers.
Yeah, that tiers.
No, I don't mean like the tiers. I mean just give us a couple for free. Because this is clearly our doing.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. That's this is a thing that we should tell them. We will.
It's not because the game looks awesome or anything.
I mean, the podcast with them on it has the most views so far on YouTube, our YouTube page.
Oh wow! How many does it have? I haven't checked.
No. We're not checking this right now.
There is one. Let's not do that. There's one left for the custom Elysian Shadows themed Dreamcast. That one is $1,004, not $999. So it's not as cool as the other ones, but you know.
How about that custom Ouya? How many of those are left?
Several.
All of them.
I think it's cool how they've embraced the Ouya and everything, and like how they talked about it.
I'm gonna set mine up later tonight because of that podcast. You know, that happened 2 weeks ago.
You're gonna do a what?
I'm gonna set up my Ouya again.
Oh, okay. You have one? Tom,
Yeah,
is there a system you haven't bought in the last year?
The PS4, because they gave it away for an easel.
No,
Well,
he bought
I
it.
think I just sold it $300. $100.
He had to have bought it to sell it.
He sold it without giving me a crack at it.
Yeah, like you would have given me more than 300.
I'm gonna make you feel more like shit, Brett. I have my girlfriend's PS4 in my apartment right now just to play more PT tonight. You know what I'm not gonna do? Not gonna play any fighters on it, and I'm not gonna play.
There are no fighters on it. That's the thing.
There you go. And I'm not gonna play. What's a game you want to play on it, Brett?
There's nothing to play on it.
Club. That's about the only thing on the PS4 right now that I actually.
Oh, fuck the
well, that
Club.
and PT.
The Club?
Or no, what's the one? The one
What are
with
you
the
talking
driving,
about?
the outrun game.
Drive Club.
Drive Club. Thank you.
It's not out yet.
It's not out yet.
Oh yeah, that doesn't come out till like next week or
It
something.
was supposed to be available at launch, and then Sony fucked me again.
Well, I'm not going to play that either. So, also in news, is there's some console-based Transformers. There's one, a Transformer
look so
of Megatron that turns into the Mega Drive, and Optimus Prime turns into the PlayStation 1.
And as always, the Optimus Prime one is the boring one, and Megatron is the awesome one.
I do want to get the Megatron.
Considering the color scheme of the Famicom, I don't know why it wasn't the Famicom. It would have made sense.
I don't know.
I would, especially with all that, like the talk about like the
With the blue and red.
Yeah, and especially like thanks to the book and everything, with that kind of being dragged a little bit to the forefront, that would have made more sense.
I would have actually bought that. Instead, I am not. So there.
Oh, well, the PlayStation one just looks kind of boring compared to the Sega
The
one. I mean, I know
PlayStation is kind of boring.
It would have made sense for them to make that the Super Nintendo. I don't know why they didn't, because, fighting each other, whatever.
Yeah. Like, the PlayStation was never a Sega rival. Like,
except for when, in Sega Gaga.
Except for when it happened.
Well, like, never as hardcore as Nintendo was. Like, you never think Sega versus Sony, you think Sega versus Nintendo.
Dreamcast. Saturn.
Well, Saturn's more Saturn versus 64. Well, Saturn.
EMU versus Pocket PlayStation.
Okay, I can accept that.
That's the biggest stretch, and you accept that.
but you could play with a chocobo on that thing, therefore it was great.
It wasn't even released in America, I don't think.
The only thing we got that was like the Pocket Station in America was in the PC release of Final Fantasy VIII, where they had a Pocket Station emulator so you could play Chocobo World.
We should get Falco to release Elysian Shadows on the PlayStation so we can get Pocket Station support.
Oh my God! Yes.
He would too.
He would.
If he doesn't die first from all of this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, oh man.
Eye on the prize, man. Keep up the good work.
All right, so
we genuinely like respect your work ethic and everything.
Yep. I do hope we can get them back on here so I can talk to them too. But because a lot of the stuff they're doing I can relate to my band. But anyway, moving on to also more shitty. Well, not shitty news. We weren't talking about shitty news. Whatever. Sega paid $1.25 million in settlement fees over Alien Colonial Marines, which is them. I hate this because it's them taking the blame for everything and paying the full price, which doesn't make sense. It's fucking Gearbox that should.
Well, in a way, though, it also makes Gearbox look worse, because Gearbox wants to fight this and still say they have nothing that they owe, where Sega's just like, you know what, we may not have done anything wrong, but we're still going to look like the good guy here.
Sega did things wrong.
They did things wrong, too. They just ignored the game pretty much as it was being made. But
if you're publishing a game, you need to fucking have some oversight.
Yeah.
Like, do you think Nintendo would have released that? They absolutely would not, especially if they were publishing it.
Mm-hmm. It's, errors all around. This has been kicked into the ground. We don't need to say much else about it, but, maybe it's the final nail in the coffin, and, oh wait, it's not, because Borderlands games are still getting fucking made. Sorry.
No matter how much Sega fucked up, Gearbox still did worse shit.
At the end of the day, Gearbox shipped Sega a broken piece of shit, and Sega said, yeah, we'll sell that.
Well, they just kind of had... no choice, I guess, in the matter. But,
They're the publisher. They have a choice.
yeah, true.
Yeah.
I'm so depressed just thinking
Keep
about
talking. Oh, never mind. So let's see what else. Actually, I'm gonna save the Night Trap thing till the last thing, because let's get through, because that's not gonna be a short discussion. We'll talk about Thunderblade getting put on the 3DS in the eShop in Japan as another 3D classic. Could I have said that any more retardedly? That is the next 3D classic. They've got Outrun. It's part of the Phase 2. They've got Outrun over there. They've got Fantasy Zone. I can't remember what the other one is. There's another one though. But yep. What do you guys think about that?
Thunderblade.
I
kind of want to play it. I don't think I've ever played it. Now I think about it.
It's on the Ultimate Genesis collection.
Yes, Thunderblade is on the Ultimate Genesis collection.
Oh, I have played it. I remember I ran into buildings as quickly as possible.
It's not a good game.
It's difficult.
Sucks. It flat out sucks.
Like, the only reason I'd be interested in this is to see if they somehow fixed it, and there's only so much you can polish a turd.
But you can polish a turd, as Mythbusters taught me.
Yes, you can actually polish a turd. I just still wouldn't recommend it.
Oh well. So that's happening.
Super Thunderblade. Whatever the 3D version is a turd being polished.
In 3D?
In 3D.
So I hope that it gets released over here, because I just want the Phase 2 to come out over here.
Yeah, I want Fantasy Zone.
That's just like Super Dolphin mode is polished turd mode.
The last time I played my 3DS was when the first phase of Sega 3D Classics came out. And it was Game Gear games too before that, so Shadow got announced for Sonic Boom.
Yes! 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 Game of the year! Game of the motherfucking year! Yeah!
I wasn't worried about not getting you back in the call, Brett. I was going to hang up on you. But I can't.
Damn!
So, any other news?
I don't even know.
That's all the only quality discussion we'll get out of that announcement.
I might go robotic for a second.
Michael Westgarth would probably be. He wrote an article, I think, on.
He wrote it on TSSD, and he got like 100, like maybe it was more than 100. Like people just going off on him for
basically just saying anything but Shadow.
Yeah.
And I don't disagree. At least with it, I don't disagree with his reasoning.
I don't disagree with his reasoning either.
And you're the biggest Shadow fan ever. I mean that probably literally.
I'm trying to get... Okay, here we go. I'm trying to share the screenshot of them that you put together, Brett, of Shadow and Metal Sonic. Metal Sonic was announced. Metal Sonic was cool. Is it just me, or does Shadow look a little bit feminine somehow? Does anyone else see that?
He's got his hands like that. His hand is what's doing it.
And he's kind of got his hips out like sassy walk.
It might be the little quills or spines or whatever the fuck they are below his, just next to his eyes. They almost look like eyelashes, and I think that's throwing me off and making me think it's a...
have you guys noticed, though, he has no bandages. He is too edgy for bandages.
Yeah, he just needs...
The stance is a little feminine, I will give you that.
The what?
The stance is a little feminine.
Oh, okay, yeah. So that's a thing. I mean, it's not really a surprise at all. Metal Sonic's a little bit of a surprise, but not that Shadow's in it.
I am rather surprised that Shadow doesn't have bandages, though. I mean, you'd think they'd have them all around his wrists and everything. Anyway. Look, if they did it for Riku in Kingdom Hearts 2, they could probably do it for Shadow. I guess that's why they avoided it. I don't know. Because they knew that joke would be too easy to make.
Maybe. I don't know. I was stupid and didn't load up a picture for this next thing, so I'm a moron. But so I am a huge tool because Sega also announced that if you reserve Sonic Boom at GameStop, then you... Oh, come on, Internet. Fuck you. Oh my gosh. I hate Chrome. I hate Chrome so much.
Do you want me to find it real quick?
I don't give a shit anymore.
My very presence has depressed him.
No, Chrome. I legitimately am mad now at this stupid thing. Okay, I think I got it. I think I got it.
Here we go.
Let's kickstart this podcast and get Scotty a new computer.
No, I don't need a new computer. I just fucking don't need Chrome ever in my life.
Yeah.
Look, figure, thing, Sonic Boom figure. Alright, this is what you get if you reserve it, because it's inspired by the video games. I'm going to be a hypocritical tool and totally reserve the game now because I want this figure that'll probably be like $10 at any toy store. But I could get it for sort of free if I reserve the game.
So you can reserve the game.
And look at that Crash Bandicoot crystal with him, too. I mean, what the hell?
Get that figure and then return the game.
I still want to play the game.
I'm going to play the 3DS one, but I'm not pre-ordering shit.
I don't have a Wii U, so that's the version I'm getting.
Is that the figure for both versions?
I think so. I'm not even going to try to upload the page again.
Did you guys watch the trailer that I linked in the shadow post as well?
No.
I think so, but I don't remember what it had in it.
Well, there you go. That explains Sonic Boom in a nutshell. Anyways.
It's kind of shit. Like, I was so optimistic about this game until they started releasing trailers.
I'm still optimistic about it because it's not. They're not trying to make it the main series. It's still just an offshoot. So.
Yeah, like Sonic Team has no involvement in this at all.
No.
Yeah, this is a Western developed game.
I'm not worried about it. Tom, you're going against hating games like we were talking about before.
I'm not angry about it. I'm
okay.
Just meh. I think we're all just meh.
It just doesn't look good. And I hope it's good. I hope everyone who developed it has a good time while making it. I hope it's good. I just don't think it will be.
I don't know.
I think it has potential to it, but after everything I've seen, that potential's just going to waste. Like,
but you haven't played it.
Well, everything I've seen though, like so far, it has good ideas, but it doesn't look executed well.
Brett, your whiteboard is Tom approved.
Yeah.
Your what?
Of course.
Somehow you were. Oh crap! I think my connection's going wonky.
Yay.
The show's energy has gone down. What's next?
Sonic movie being made by Sony.
God, why?
How dare I try to look at this on anything? That's not what I wanted. Oh my gosh. But a studio has been created in California to make this movie, and that's pretty much all we know about it right now. I don't know if it's tied to Sonic Boom. Not sure if it's tied to the next game or if it's just a movie to have a Sonic movie, but it's happening. Let's see.
Oh wait, we didn't know about this.
What do you mean?
For some reason, I thought we knew about this. Did we know about this?
We knew that Sony picked up the rights. We just didn't know that they had actually gone through with like making the studio and everything.
Oh, well, so it's pretty much guaranteed going to happen now.
Yeah, at this point.
I'll see.
Brett, you know nothing about it.
It's a Sonic movie. This can't go well unless it's.
You know nothing. You know zero about it, Brett.
I have no faith in a Hollywood adaptation of a video game.
Brett is a Sonic fan.
I've seen Street Fighter: Legend of Chun-Li. I've seen Mortal Kombat Armageddon. I know what we're dealing with here. It's not going to be good.
Brett, you are such a Sonic fan. Your default position is pessimism.
I start in the second stage of the Sonic cycle. That's how much of a fan I am now.
We're not going to get into that. Night Trap.
Wow! Speaking of quality movies.
So the game Night Trap for Sega CD, it was on Sega CD and 32X, 3DO, and Mac and DOS back in the day. And for those that don't know, it was one of the many, well, not one of the many, it was an FMV game, and it was coming out around the time of like the same time as Mortal Kombat, before the ESRB rating system was in effect at all, and people flipped out because they claimed that it was overly violent, and which maybe for the 90s it was, and that it was like promoting beating women basically, but it wasn't at all.
Yeah, like your main objective was to protect them from being killed by vampires.
Yeah. And it's the whole premise of it is this girl is trapped in a house, and you have like things you can do. It's all live action, and you can switch between different security cameras in the house, and you're supposed to set traps for these like slug type men that are trying to kill her or kidnap her and kill her or something. I'm not sure exactly, but I watched the part that they showed to Congress back in '92 or whenever it was. I actually linked it in the update, but the article. They show the very beginning of the movie where if you do nothing and don't save the girl at all, they like loop this thing around her neck and it starts boring a drill into her neck, but you don't see any blood or anything. Just literally just like zoomed into right against her neck, it shows the drill starting to go in. That's, from what I understand, the most violent part in the film or in the game, but that's what you're trying to prevent. It's a game about trying to save this girl's life. So totally blown out of proportion, whatever. But for whatever reason, there's a cult following around this game. Same as there are for just games that some people think are so bad that they're good. Because of that, or revolving around that, a Kickstarter has been launched to revamp Night Trap. Now, at first, I will admit that I was sort of excited for this because I never played it, and I was like, cool, I'll play it if they re-release it, because I thought all they were going to do was just literally re-release it, like buy the rights and up-res it in HD. This Kickstarter is falling on its face as soon as it's getting off the ground. It's run by the guys who were the original creators of it over 20 years ago. They haven't done anything since then. And right now, the goal of it, the kickstarting goal, is $330,000. I'll stop before I get any further into it. But I will say real quick that Kotaku interviewed one of the guys, and they really danced around questions and answers regarding like the cost, because they said that the main thing is, I believe it was $250, is what it would cost to buy the rights to Night Trap again.
$250,000, I believe.
Yeah, for a game that came out 20 years ago on barely anything, I don't know about that, but there's confusion. What they wanted to do at first was release the game on PS4, Xbox One, 360, PS3, like physical copies, and also computer copies. Digital, I don't think it was digital, I can't remember. But what they wanted to do at first was release physical copies in sleeves for those systems, which is against the standard that you can release a game physically on those systems. You just can't do that. You have to ship it in a case for the system. So they announced that, and it's not even possible. Then they said, oh, actually, the PC version, we're going to ship out copies of that, and that's the only run. There's not going to be a digital version. And there's also, they have...
there's the tsundere relationship with Nintendo.
I'll get into that in a second, but the tiers for each of the thing are ridiculous. Like, the first one is $10. You can't donate less than $10, and that gets you the soundtrack to the game. Like, not even the game. But yeah, they also have...
Like, executive producer or some shit?
Right, that was another thing brought up in the Kotaku article, is that so you can buy that position, a position that a person goes to school for and tries to find jobs through and earn that position. You can just buy it if you give them money? I don't think so. That's not how that works. And So it's shitting all over the place. The thing with Nintendo, go ahead and talk about that, Brett. I'm gonna.
Yeah, this is the funny thing, and it's funny that this is all happening because I'm reading in Console Wars right now. This around where the time of Night Trap happened, and everybody like the Senate hearings surrounding that Mortal Kombat are happening. So it's interesting this has come out now. But yeah, the thing was. The team behind the Kickstarter basically said, "Fuck Nintendo. They screwed us over back in the 90s. So we're not going to even apply to be Wii U developers or anything. We're just going to ignore the Wii U." And a lot of people brought up the fact that like Nintendo is a completely different company to where it was in the 90s and everything.
Yeah.
And now they're trying to get back in Nintendo's good graces after saying Night Trap will never appear on the system.
The creator of Night Trap, or the who's the head behind this Kickstarter, said that. So that's a real good tone for men in their 40s or 50s acting like.
As someone who is hearing this information now, because I don't research before this podcast.
I think Scotty's the only one who does, to be honest.
This is strikingly. This is not a Kickstarter I would ever back. Even no matter how much I actually legitimately do want to see Night Trap make a return, just for the sake of having a digital version of something that's really hard to get your hands on and play, a CD N32X to play the CD32, the CDX version. But that aside, I would not back this Kickstarter because these people do not sound like they know what they're doing.
I don't think they do. The first tier, I need to correct myself, it is $10, but it's for a CD single of the title song, not even the soundtrack. One song.
Jesus Christ.
My band, we sell our album for $10. Singles do not exist. That shows what decade this company is in.
Is it?
See, if you want to spend your $10 on something more worthwhile, buy a Wine and Spirit CD.
There you go. Thank you.
I have to say, I've gone through that CD in one day 4 times.
Yes.
If only because I left it on in my headphones and literally just started working and didn't stop. But after I realized what happened, I was like, damn, good music to work to.
Thanks.
Yeah, I've done this too. When I've like been working on like cards or something like that, I keep that playing, and it's really like good chill music to work to.
Now that hopefully Scotty has forgot that I do no preparation for this show, I could also say that these guys, there are better Kickstarters to back right now if you're interested in video games, like the Elysian Shadows Kickstarter. With better rewards.
They're actually going to make a physical Dreamcast version because they're allowed to do that.
Because they know what the fuck they're doing, and they're not stuck in the 1990s.
And they're not burning down bridges in their Kickstarter pitch.
There's also, I love most of the descriptions for these things. I'm reading on my phone because my laptop might poop a brick. But it's like, pledge $110, Night Trap a la carte. $110 allows you to order your choice of rewards, adding up to $110. You can choose this option now, and once the project concludes, we'll send you a survey asking which items and platforms you prefer, because we're lazy as hell. You get to pick what you want. That's what the tiers are supposed to do, is pick what you want. But oh my gosh, yeah, they right now they're sitting at $33,575. 525 backers. The fact that they only have that much out of half 1,000 backers kind of says something. And they've got 22 days to go. It's not going to happen. It's
not happening, and we're all better off for it.
They're getting so much bad press about this. It's ridiculous.
Well, the game wasn't even that great to begin with. It was more just a shocker.
Sure it wasn't. I was reminded of. What's that?
It actually was really bad. It was basically you basically scrolled through the different video cameras in the house and hoped that the video camera you scrolled over there was something happening on it for you to react to. And if you did react in time, obviously you knocked out you hit the trap button or whatever button that was on the controller that would activate a trap in the house that would send these people wearing black costumes into the abyss. But unless you memorized with location and the timing of where every place you had to be, you're gonna fuck up, and that's fucking impossible. Actually, no, it's not fucking impossible, but no one would spend that amount of time on Night Trap.
Yeah.
You look online, you see like pro night night trap strategies and everything.
Not, you couldn't. I was about to say speedrun, but you can't because it's a video.
Oh God! Somebody has found out how to do a tool-assisted speedrun of Night Trap.
Whoa.
That's what will signal the end of the world.
Sorry, what happened? I couldn't hear anything because suddenly everything started playing automatically in my Chrome window.
Wow! Everything went weird and silent.
I
I think we've spoken as much as we can about Night Trap.
I think Night Trap has sucked the energy out of the show.
I tried to load. I tried to load. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I tried to load a page, and then like 2 videos started playing on that page automatically, and I got completely disoriented. This has been a train wreck. So, let's see.
At least part 1 was good.
I guess so. What the hell is that,
Brett? Damn it, Brett.
Excellent radio. Excellent radio is happening right now. Tom, do you want to...
I'm saving the show!
Tom?
Yes!
Do you have a drawing for us this week?
Yeah, sure, why not? I have a painting. An oil painting.
Hold on. Hold your horses. Hold your horses. Hold your horses. Ladies and gentlemen, it's about time to go from the news into something we like to call something I can't find. There we go. It is Tom's Art Gallery. All right, what have you got for us today? Happy little clouds?
It is an abstract expressionist piece that was inspired by the work that Stevie and I have done together. I don't know what this is. Maybe it goes this way. There we go.
It looks like a mutilated Sackboy.
Yeah, or like if Link rolled in his own shit.
No, guys, this is complicated art expression.
It looks like it could be an elephant that is in a snowstorm in the middle of that giant toy store in New York City.
Maybe it goes this way.
Now it looks like a pile of leaves that's on fire.
No. It looks like Sackboy being held upside down.
Now it looks like Kirby and someone stepped on him and ran him over.
In all honesty, I painted this. I was actually painting something else, and then rage quit, and then just started dicking around. So Brett will appreciate this. I was originally trying to paint Chie, and then I rage quit.
Yay!
I took a palette knife and scraped all of the paint off the canvas, and left this actually quite lovely shades.
So it's Chie.
Scraped off Chie's face.
It is. I call this one F steak.
The steak.
You could call it.
Do you know any other words that start with F?
Silence of the Chie. That's what we can call it.
Silence of Satonaka.
It is an expressionist steak.
Of steak? Or did you say it was a mistake?
Both.
Cool. Do we have any listener questions this week?
We don't. Our
Damn it, Nick.
is having a day off.
Okay, that's fine.
He's not feeling good today, so we're giving him a day off, and we wish him the best.
I blame Brock Lesnar.
I don't know who that is at all. Not at all.
Yeah, Brett, Brett, don't explain it. Don't you fucking dare explain it.
Nick will very much understand.
So, let's talk about how I played Duke Nukem Time to Kill again.
Yay!
I'm kidding. Don't cheer that. It's a horrible game.
Brett, what is that?
That is a Chie pet. TA.
All right, that's awesome. I like it.
I'm just going through my gift folder and just finding whatever I can.
No, that is not good radio.
Fuck radio.
Nope. We're gonna cut this short today, and we're gonna go into the plugs because there's no main topic because Stevie couldn't make it, and I really want his opinion on it, and we'll talk about that later in another episode. So, Tom, what do you want to plug? Hello?
Tomas.
Hello?
I'm thinking.
Oh, I thought we lagged out. Don't scare me like that. Fucking hate Google.
Just follow me on Twitter. I am good, friendly people. You can follow me on Twitter at Sega Tomcast. And now you can follow me on Instagram, except don't because all that stuff goes on Twitter anyway. And on Instagram, I am Sega Tomcast. I haven't posted a damn thing yet, and I've followed. I've been a member for a long time.
Of what?
That's what she said?
Yeah, of what? I was listening to what you're saying, and I don't know what you're talking about.
Of Instagram.
Oh, okay.
I've not
There was
posted
a short pause, and I guess that's what confused me. I don't know, whatever.
So, yeah, and yeah, I'm not posting on my Facebook art page anymore. I'm
Cool,
angry
Brett.
at Facebook.
Hey, didn't you go somewhere recently, Tom? Didn't you go somewhere and write about it?
Oh, yay!
You went somewhere I wanted to go?
Yeah.
I went to Otakon. Otakon 2014 and waited in
Noel.
every line for you. So you can check those out on Sega Addicts. Check them out. They're the posts called Pocky X Goes to Otakon, days 1 through 3.
That's
where
a
I posted
great pride in that header that I created for you in half an hour.
Yeah, you know what? That was a great header. I am glad it worked out that
I was
way.
kidding. That thing's horrible.
No, it's
genuinely great.
Let me see
yeah.
if I can find it real quick just to blast it on the front here.
It's the most accurate artist rendering of Tom I've ever seen.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, for those that are listening, go to the website. But it's basically Tom with some anime eyes and a furry and someone who hates him, and he went Super Saiyan, and there's lots of people being weird. So, yeah, that's
I have that shirt, and I'm gonna burn it now.
which you made that a shirt out of that header?
No, I have that Sonic shirt and that header, and now I have to burn it.
Be nice to the nice people that let me take their picture.
You really are the Sonic fan, Brett.
Well, I was gonna buy the one that had Shadow and Silver on it, but it didn't fit me, so you know.
Because it's made for children.
Look, man, if I can't wear a 3X in children's sizes, what kind of a man am I?
American.
Good point.
Do you have anything to plug? 3X Child?
Oh, God. I am Suzaku Rainmaker on several social media websites and entities and shit like that. I'm also Psyavenger on PlayStation Network, which, if you want to play Persona with me and you're not Tom, you may. You may. I was in a lobby with some buddies of mine from Tumblr. It was great fun. My Naoto was not supreme at all, but it was great fun. And it was fun because Tom wasn't there. And I will never play you. Never!
Hey, Brett.
What?
Oh, no. This might not be on its way to you after all. I don't know what's going on. What's going on?
I'm going to have to consider this challenge. I have to take this under consideration then, if my delicious other Atlas games aren't coming to me.
What?
You know, the challenge that Tom has laid down for me to play him in Persona. I have to take this under consideration now. Anyways, Psyavenger on PlayStation Network, Suzaku Rainmaker pretty much everywhere else. And I think that's really all I've got to plug.
Brett, we need to talk.
Yes, we
It
do.
takes me 3 tries while typing in Twitter with my phone to fucking tag you in anything. Just the goddamn name.
I'll think of something.
Yeah.
Wait, what happened?
Tom's lazy and doesn't like to type.
Oh, okay.
No, it's just because I fucking touch type Suzaku in there, and it's
It doesn't come up with like SUZ.
no.
Like
I
you
am
come
on
up and-
Twitter. My name is Scotty Mofo Show on Twitter. I just wrote a review on Crazy Taxi City Rush that will be up on the site this week. Please go check it out. It was
Shit.
pretty... Yeah, shut up, Brett. Check it out this week. I enjoyed the game, but I didn't completely enjoy the game. What does that mean? Read the review, you idiots. And I also am on YouTube unboxing stuff. I just unboxed the movie tickets for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie, which I thought was pretty good. So how about that? How do you like them apples? How do you like them apples? How do you like them apples? Who cares? All right.
Scotty, you have a problem.
Also, how do you like them apples? So, I'm also in a band. We play rock music. We're called Wine and Spirit. We're on YouTube and
Go see them, you idiots.
and Twitter, Wine Spirit PGH. We're on Instagram. We're on something Tumblr now. I think I don't even know. I don't know. We might not be on Tumblr. I can't remember. But we're all over the internet. Type in Wine and Spirit Pittsburgh or something band rock music. And stuff. And go support the Elysian Shadows Kickstarter. Also, major announcement. Oh, sorry, that was really loud. I will be doing the 24-hour Dreamcast Marathon September 6th. Had to look at the calendar. September 6th. I'm not sure of the I'm retarded. Not sure of the starting time yet. But I will let you all know. Please join us. Me, Tom will be there at some point. Brett will be there at some point. Other people will be jumping in. It's on Twitch. There will be more details on the site. But for now, we're going to do this little dance party thing if this stupid thing will load. So are you guys...
My dance party gift tonight is an accurate representation of Scotty's mood tonight.
I have been Scotty Moe, and I'm a giant tool, and I'm going to reserve Sonic for a toy. With me today has been Brett Sealing Podcast Hatfield.
Stuff.
Tom Poops on an Easel, Pocky X.
I can't dance party tonight because I really have to poo.
Of course you do.
Okay, well, no poo party. So, and I've been Scotty Moe, I think.
Every day I'm shuffling.
Oh, that's so good.
Dance party!
Oh, that song is so dope! I need the link.
Music's over, but here's a cat. Okay. We're out.